directed by none other than Taika Waititi. What is his name?
Taika Waititi. Waititi?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey guys, it's KJ.
And John.
Welcome to my channel. If you are brand new here, we do videos on
Disney,
motherhood, and lifestyle. If you like any of those things,
give us a thumbs up,
hit that red subscribe button,
ding the notification bell,
and leave us a comment. John, what are we doing today?
Well, today we have another one of our Disney news and update videos.
For all my mamas out there with kids who love Star Wars, if you're looking for something fun to do, like a craft, StarWars.com put out a fun craft, and all you really need are bottle caps. So you can make some of your favorite Mandalorian characters like Baby Yoda, the Jawas, and Mando himself.
I'm gonna make Baby Yoda. And looking to add to the quarantine fun, Disney on Broadway has released tutorials to some of their most famous dances from Broadway shows like Lion King, Aladdin, and Newsies. The dances are Arabian Nights from Aladdin, He Lives in You from Lion King, and Seize the Day from Newsies.
And speaking of Broadway, some not so magical news. Disney announced that Frozen on Broadway will be closing. John and I saw Frozen on Broadway last January 2019, and we loved it, right? We thought it was really good. As far as we know, at the time of filming, you can still see it at the Hyperion Theater in Disneyland.
And if you have little ones, that theatrical performance is actually a little more true to the actual movie. And as we continue to stick with the Broadway theme, you may have heard last week that Hamilton was announced to be heading to Disney Plus on July 3rd, which is a year and a half early. It was originally supposed to be released on Disney Plus in October of 2021, but we're all in quarantine, so Disney said, hey, you know what, let's move it up. So July 3rd, the hit smash Hamilton coming to Disney Plus. Disney reportedly paid $75 million for the rights to Hamilton for the theatrical release, but Disney Plus and its 55+ million subscribers will get it on July 3rd.
And for all my Swifties out there, if you didn't already watch last night on ABC, Disney Plus is adding a never-before-seen Taylor Swift concert to its streaming service today, May 18th. The concert was filmed in September of 2019 at the Olympia, Paris. The City of Lover concert sees the 10-time Grammy Award winner perform at an intimate venue to just 2,000 fans who traveled from 37 countries. So we are definitely looking forward to that and loving that we'll be able to access that on Disney Plus. It'd be really cool if Disney Plus adds more concerts like that in the future.
So that covers Disney Plus, but let's hop back to the theatrical releases that we all love so much. Recently, Disney announced over 60 theatrical releases between now and 2027. Those theatrical releases will cover the Disney Studios brand, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Star Wars, Fox, and Pixar. Some highlighted release dates are the live-action version of The Little Mermaid, set to hit theaters on November 19th of 2021. We will see a total of 4 Avatar sequels, the first to hit theaters in December of 2021. Indiana Jones will be rebooted for the silver screen. That's expected to hit theaters in July of 2022. In one of our more recent update videos, we talked about a new Star Wars trilogy set to hit theaters in December of 22, directed by none other than Taika Waititi. And of course, we can't talk about the big screen without the future MCU releases, which include movies like Black Widow, and sequels to other Marvel hits like Thor, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Guardians, and Doctor Strange. So there you have it, 60+ theatrical releases set to hit theaters between now, or whenever we get out of the quarantine, and 2027.
Yay!
But remember, check your local listings before heading out to the theater.
Whatever that will be. Again, guys, we're in New York, so things are so much different here than around the rest of the country and the world for that matter. With the reopening of Disney Springs coming on May 20th, Disney put out a COVID-19 warning. We have taken enhanced health and safety measures. For you, our other guests, and cast members, you must follow all posted instructions while visiting Walt Disney World Resort. An inherent risk of exposure to COVID-19 exists in any public place where people are present. COVID-19 is an extremely contagious disease that can lead to severe illness and death. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, senior citizens and guests with underlying medical conditions are especially vulnerable. By visiting Walt Disney World Resort, you voluntarily assume all risks related to exposure to COVID-19. Let's keep each other healthy and safe.
So obviously we all know if we're going to be heading to any public space that there is an inherent risk with anything we do during these times. And it's only right that Disney put out something to remind people of that risk. But I am glad to see that Disney is ahead of it and taking the proper steps to ensure all of our safety. So if you are heading to Disney Springs, here are some things that you need to know.
Limited parking and reduced entrances. During this initial phase, guests will be directed to self-park in the orange and lime garages.
Guests may only enter Disney Springs via the orange and lime garages, Hotel Plaza Boulevard, Pedestrian Bridge, or the ride share location.
Temperature screenings. Prior to entering, guests will undergo temperature screenings with no-touch thermometers.
Those with temperatures 100.4 and above will not be allowed entry, nor will those in their party. If you guys have seen what has happened with the Shanghai Disney opening, you would see that people have walked through a metal detector type tunnel that took their temperature as they walked through. So now we're hearing that anyone over 100.4 will be denied entry, them and those in their party, which could create for interesting situations.
Yeah, you better not have a temperature whenever we go.
Here's advice. You might want to bring a thermometer with you and take your own temperature before leaving your hotel room.
Physical distancing and capacity measures. We will limit the number of guests visiting Disney Springs as well as inside each location.
Ground markings and physical barriers will help everyone responsibly navigate the property.
I'm curious to see how that will go. We've seen in Shanghai the markings on the ground for line queues, but I'm wondering how it's going to be for things like shopping in Disney Springs or restaurants. We know also from Shanghai that the restaurants had specific tables that were marked that you could sit at. But again, thinking about the shopping, it's going to be really interesting to see how Disney directs people, whether it be lines like tape on the ground or some sort of paint on the ground with arrows telling people which ways they can go. It'll just be interesting.
It's one of those things I don't think we'll know until we actually experience it.
Face coverings. All guests 3 years of age and older, along with cast members and operating participant employees, will be required to wear an appropriate face covering.
Guests must bring their own face coverings.
Operational changes. We'll have reduced hours at select locations and temporary closures of scheduled entertainment and high-touch interactive areas.
Be sure to check DisneySprings.com/reopening for operating hours. Cashless payment is recommended. So that part's interesting, the cashless payment part. I personally always almost pay for everything, no matter how small the denomination, with a credit card, but I know some people's preferred method is cash. So it will be interesting to see how much cash actually is exchanged, because obviously there's an inherent uncleanliness, I guess, sometimes with cash. Everyone just use your magic bands, even though I'm not wearing one right now, but you get the picture.
Cleanliness. We've increased cleaning and disinfection procedures and will have hand sanitizer and hand washing locations available. We encourage you to use these frequently.
To learn more, visit DisneySprings.com/reopening.
Before the parks did close, we saw that Disney was putting out hand washing stations around the park, so I would imagine it will be similar to that. I'm wondering how many there will be and if they'll be outside every store. So those are the things you need to know if you're going to Disney Springs when it opens on May 20th. Something else to note, on May 27th,
there will be 3 Disney locations opening up, including World of Disney, Deluxe Burger, and Co-op Marketplace.
We thought that was some exciting news, and hopefully that's just the beginning of the Disney-operated locations that are opening. Hopefully there'll be more to come.
At the very least, all of this should be taken as good news that we're getting closer to a new theme park normal.
We hope you guys enjoyed our Disney news and updates. If you like this video, please
give us a thumbs up,
hit that red subscribe button,
ding the notification bell,
and leave us a comment. And with that, we will see you guys real soon. Bye!
See you at the park once they open.